Guys, it's Robin again. Today we're going to be learning about measurement. Measurement is a concept that is actually a part of preschool math module 4. The purpose of this video is really to give parents ideas of things that they can do at home with their kiddos to help introduce and learn some of these concepts. So I did put a lot of the concepts right up here so you can refer back to them and you can see how I'm going to try to incorporate them into some of these activities that I'm showing you. All right, so one of the concepts in the module is longer than and then shorter than. So one thing you could do is just take any two items and kind of show them to your kiddo. All I did, I have two paint brushes. You can use a crayon, you can use a pen, anything you want. And it's really important when we're teaching kiddos about measurement to make sure that when we line them up, they're starting at the same point. That'll help them later on too when they're measuring things in some of the higher grades in elementary school. So make sure you put them at the same point and just put them out, and you can ask questions like, which one is longer? And then give a pause. And if they don't know, that's okay. This can be just exposure. You can say, look, the blue paintbrush is longer, and kind of show them with your hands, it's longer. The green paintbrush is shorter. So longer and shorter. Very good. All right, so I'm just going to take this off. Another concept in the math module is tall and short, or taller and shorter. I just found some items in my home. I have some candle holders here, and you can ask your kiddos which is shorter and which is taller. Taller goes up, 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 and shorter is down, 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 down. And then wait, and if they don't know, again, you can just tell them, look, this one is shorter. This one is taller. A great thing to do is also, stand next to your kiddo and talk that you're tall and they're short, but they are growing and getting taller and taller themselves, and they might even be taller than you someday. All right, so we'll go down. Another thing we're going to be learning about in the module is big and small. Again, you can find any items in your home to compare and contrast them as far as big and small. I have a square. So here, let me see. I have a red square and a white square. And we can talk about which is big and which is small. The white square is small and the red square is big. Awesome. We can also show with our hands, small, big, smaller, 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 bigger, bigger, bigger. Using your hands is a great way to introduce that concept as well. All right, so heavy and light, that's something you can talk about as far as something is light if you can pick it up easily. Something is heavy if it's really hard to pick up. I also have two items here. You can take whatever you have at your house. I have this bear. He's very light. And this can of beets is heavier than the bear. You can say which is easier to pick up, which feels heavier. Awesome. So heavy and light. You could also give them a feather or a little light rock or something and give it to them and see if they can pick it up. And then ask them to see if they can pick you up and ask which is easier. The easier item is lighter, the harder item is heavier. And sometimes it's really hard to pick it up at all if it's really heavy. Awesome. So more and less. I have These two glasses, you can use anything that you have at home, and you can teach more and less just by how much water is in something. So I'm going to start by putting some in here, in this one, and then I'll put a different amount in this one, and then just ask which glass has more water. This has more and this has less. So that's an idea for that. And then if you want to teach them about the same or exactly the same, you can just fill them up, whoop, and say, look, they are the same. I'm not sure if they're exactly the same, but they're about the same. And for measuring too, we also can answer those questions, how many? So something that we can do is, let me have this guy again here, is we can measure things with non-standard measuring things. Like we think of using a ruler or a tape measure, but you can also use anything. I just stuck them tape on the back of this. So I want to see how many orange squares tall this is. So let's see, we have 1, and remember, always start at the bottom or at the same spot. 2, 3, whoops, get another one, 4, oh my goodness, and 5. So this is about, well, you get the point. This is about 5 squares long, and you can do with that anything. You can take little rocks and measure your feet and see how many rocks long it is, stuff like that. So again, these are just some ideas that you can do at home. I'll be also posting some videos on Remind as well for some YouTube links. Have a great day.